David?
No! I was just recording some bass and drums for my new song.
What, Blue Monday?
I haven't got a title for the song yet, as I'm working on the lyrics. The working title is I Wanna Be Your David.
Right. Well, musically, it sounds like Blue Monday.
Neil, I have never heard of Blue Monday. This is a fresh idea, conceived here on these premises this morning. So I don't know what you're getting at, but it sounds like you're trying to belittle me in front of my fans and suggest that I'm copying someone else's work. And the reason you would do that is quite clear to me, and that's jealousy. I don't even need to use my amplified eye to see that. I can feel the jealousy. You're steeped in it, and that brings me to my next point. Make me a cup of tea, and be sure to steep the tea bag for precisely 2 minutes and 29 seconds.
I'm not jealous, and I'm not giving you any caffeine. I think you're wild enough as it is.
David is not wild. Sure, I grew up in the rainforests of South America, but I am a well-respected, domesticated David. And yes, you are jealous. Now, enough about you. Let's talk about David and his new recordings and the purpose of them.
Go on.
I'm recording an album for charity, with all proceeds going to the David's Hopes for the Future Trust. I've just set the charity up, and I'll be recording tracks over the coming weeks with my new band. Before you ask, I'll tell you who the members are, and I think you'll be quite impressed.
I'm listening.
I know you are. You're hanging on my every word, so listen carefully. I got Seal on Cabasa.
Again? Okay.
Seal on Cabasa, that's right. Don't interrupt David when he's speaking, please. I got Gary Barlow on barrel organ. I got Kirsty Allsop on tap dancing. And I got Ainsley Harriott on pots and pans. We're a quintet, and David is the vocalist, but I'm also recording the backing music. The rest of the band are just there for live performances because they're not as good as David on their instruments. Now, the album will be going on sale on Columbia Records, and they will cost £14.99. So, if you want to pre-order some copies, then hand me the cash, and I'll see to it that you get your copies when it's released. And I forgot to mention the fifth member. I got Moira Stewart on the tambourine.
And what does the David's Hopes for the Future Trust actually do?
What does the David's Hopes for the Future Trust do? Good grief, Neil! We make hopes come true, you silly little man.
Whose hopes?
David's, of course. Good grief. As someone who is 100% correct 100% of the time, you can rest assured that my hopes are in line with everyone else's, and I only pursue my hopes for the greater good of the world.
So what sort of hopes do you have, and how will you spend the money?
So many hopes for the future, Neil. I can't go into them all right now, but rest assured that they are in your interests as well as everybody else's. The money gets spent on making these hopes and dreams come true.
And who does the money get spent by?
By David. I'm in charge of spending, So when I deem something to be of importance, then I will spend money trying to make that very thing happen.
It all sounds very vague, David. And so you're the one who gets the money?
David is the executive director of the David's Hopes for the Future Trust, so yes, David receives all monies and spends them as he sees fit.
This sounds really dodgy, David. Are you registered as a charity then?
Oh, I'm registered, don't you worry. I got the paperwork.
Well, I'd like to see it.
Not going to happen, boy. I know what you're up to and I won't be falling prey to any of your scams. This is a private affair and I will not be sharing any documents with you.
Well, this sounds like a ploy to line your own pockets, as is always the case.
I'll line your pockets, boy. Yeah! I'll line them with a good dose of mind your own business and stop being so rude to David.
Well, I won't be buying your album and I will not be donating to your pretend charity.
I don't need your charity anyway, you arrogant little mollusk.
Right, I think you need to watch that attitude, David. You'll get in trouble.
Not good enough, boy! You can't threaten David.
Well, I am, and I'm leaving now. I'll see you soon.
See you soon. Goodness gracious me. I love David.